resources. We're not developing at any stage right now.
We are neglecting those facts and we're just focusing on how much I can earn during this coming election.
There's a very low chance of clean election in our even today. People run after who offers them more.
And blaming the government. Oh, the government is corrupted. No, brothers and sisters, we public are corrupted.
I think Nagaland is one of the states where we are facing employment crisis right now.
Illegal taxation has become a trend for our Naga society.
Hello and welcome to IndiaTodayNE. Right now I am joined by the young voters of Nagaland, and today I am here at Tetso College in Dimapur. Hello and welcome to IndiaTodayNE.
Hello, ma'am.
What's your name?
My name is Kisamzai, and I'm doing my BA final year in political science honors.
What are the issues that you guys are going to decide your vote?
There are many candidates who are offering, they are giving us commitment that they will bring development in our society, they will make good roads, but they will work for the betterment of the youth. But once they are elected, they tend to forget their promises, and as per my observation, there's a very low chance of clean election in our even today.
Why?
Because see, we all can see that we are all human beings. We are all driven by money. People run after who offers them more, and where are their benefits? Because development is something which we are not getting it, but people in people's mindset, it's that even if we are not getting any development in our society, we'll get some benefit from the election campaign, and they try to demand the candidates before the election, and that's how after the candidates are elected, they have no courage to go to the candidate for demanding any development in their society.
Are the Naga youths driven by the ideology visions or by the money power?
My personal point of view, they are driven by money power.
Why?
Because the grassroots level, see, we talk about our Nagaland government is corrupted, but if we actually look at it, reflect at it, it's the public. The public, the problem starts from the public itself, and we, the youths, the young youths, are money driven right now, and because of the lack of resources here, and then the lack of ethics and the leadership skills from the candidate, it's coming to a point where all the candidates are money driven right now, and it's not about the development or developing or going forward, but then they are all focused on the money. So.
Are you a first time voter?
Yes, it's my first time.
On what basis, on what are the issues that you will see that you guys are going to decide your vote?
Since I say I'm going to vote for the first time, and right now I am actually observing all the candidates right now. Now their election campaign has started, and everyone is giving out their manifestos, and as we say that, as I mentioned we are corrupted right now. So I'm looking towards the issues where the leaders are not just gonna talk about the money driven, but then I'm gonna see where if the leader, it's actually really going to work on the social issues that we're all going through right now, especially for the youths. Nagaland, lack of resources. We're not developing at any stage right now. But we're all just so driven by money that, we're also focused on that. And we think money is the answer to everything, but it's not. So I'm looking forward to all those candidates who will actually talk about the issues that we are all going through, the present issues, and will actually work on it. And so, based on those things only, I would be voting.
And what's your name?
My name is Muraholi, and I am in my BA 6th semester, Department of English. Thank you.
On what basis, on what are the issues that you guys are going to decide your vote? Are you first time voter, and what's your name?
Yeah, I am also a first time voter, and my name is Vantungo Jingyo. Okay, so when we talk about the issues that we look in the candidates, I think it's pretty much simple. That is having the right mindset. If we have the right mindset in us, then we can collaborate it with what we want to vote, with whom we want to vote, and that is the right candidates. A candidate who is not driven by, as we have mentioned before, money, who is not driven by all those, power, but a candidate who is honest, a candidate who looks for the betterment of the society, who look forward, and who really, loves this land. So, those are the things I would look forward.
When I just entered Nagaland, I can see the houses are very, very big, the private houses, but roads are pathetic, right? So, what may be the reason?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a very interesting question. You know, election is a time of patience test. You know, it's a time of testing for every one of us, not just the society, but me as a first-time voter. It's we should take it on an individual level. And coming about that, it's a time where promises are met, promises of jobs, promises where there will be easy accessibility to money, and this is the time where we have to restrain ourselves. And yes, talking about this big infrastructures we have, and the
Private properties, in fact.
yeah. So everything is correlated with that. We try to grab as many as we can during this time. And, that's why we see private infrastructures more developed than the public infrastructures. For example, we are not looking forward for the betterment of the Naga society, the road conditions we have, for example, the industrialization in Nagaland. Those are some of the common concepts and where we can generate more employment. But we are neglecting those facts and we're just focusing on how much I can earn during this coming election. Yeah, so that's
Okay, I will come to you. Last 5 years, what this government, the present government, has done for you guys?
First of all, my name is Im Liopang, and currently I'm on my 6th semester from the Department of Political Science. So from my personal point of view and from an introspective point of view, I would say that the government has also at least done something for the society just because they are in power. Because people who are in power, they tend to bring at least something or the other to change in the society. But then I think over the last 5 years, I have not seen any change or development. And then I think Nagaland, talking about the employment thing in Nagaland, I think Nagaland is one of the states where we are facing employment crisis right now. And there are, lakhs and lakhs of, many people who are still unemployed. And I think, obviously, I would be optimistic to say that few years down the line, this election, if we vote for the right candidate, I think all these issues can be solved.
Currently pursuing my BA 6th semester English honors. The government has done something somewhere, but I think it's not up to the expectation of all the people. And that is, we are still lacking in our public infrastructures, and we're lacking in a social development. We're lacking in educational development. Our people, the Nagas, we are so much into money. We're so much into the powers and our status, and we tend to go for something which lasted just for years, instead of we having concern about our future generations.
How much rating you will give to this BJP and NDPP alliance government in the last 5 years?
To be precise, people have different opinion on this current government, but according to me, I should give at least 5, based on the development. It doesn't necessarily
5 out of?
5 out of 10, because we do see some changes, maybe mostly of the national initiated schemes. We do see the national highways change, developing more. We do see some changes, but there is still a lot more to be done.
How much rating you will give to this alliance in the last 5 years?
Like my friend said, they're doing really well when it comes to integration with the nationality, bonding, building a relationship with the other states. But then when we actually look in our own state, it's the problem actually starts from the people, the negligence from the public itself. We tend to, look for the, instead of working from the grassroots level, see, I just mentioned, lack of resources. But then if you actually look at it, our youths, we are so greedy, and then, we are people, who's so egoistic that doesn't want to work, under someone. But then they just want to go and then grab that, grab something big, which when they actually didn't start anything from the grassroots level. So it's my request to all our youth, that is, instead of looking out for something big without doing nothing, just staying at home and then expecting money from the candidates, I would I would really appreciate if our youth start working, start from the grassroots level, and then which is that is how the resources, the Nagaland is also going to be filled up with the unemployment issue starts. So I guess it's better we all start working from from a little thing, and then you start small, and then that's how you'll venture out into big business. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
How much rating you will give? Your name?
My name is Keso Kepen, and I'm taking up English as my majors, and I'm in my 6th semester final year. Yeah, so according to my point of view, and according to observations, if I have to rate the government, I think I would rate 5 out of 10. Because when we look into the matter, it's not just the government's fault. Because the governments, they're trying to bring up developments and whatever necessary it is for the society, but it is during this time, it is during election that we public we tend to grab whatever we can from the candidates, taking their money, taking whatever resources possible. So
Why Naga people are so driven by money?
We Naga people, we have learned from our elders. Our elders have shown the example to the younger youth, to the youngsters, that like some our elders before the election, they are all like line up in the house, in the candidate's house, just for their personal motives. Some they go for some they go to demand some amount of money before the elections, and yes, they've shown this example to the youths, and I've experienced in this current situation that some of the youth they've approached to the candidates before the election, promising that if you give us this much amount, we are sure to give 100% of our vote to you. So that's
What is the big amount that you have seen so far?
4 to 5 lakhs.
4 to 5 lakhs individually. Are you serious?
Yeah. People can go extend, like they can do anything for money. 4 to 5 lakhs.
Per vote?
Yes. They can go to that extent, ma'am. This is how corrupted, our public are right now. Even like present right now, the election campaign has started. I'm seeing our colony youths, okay, our brothers. They're what's the sad reality of our youth right now is they just want to like fulfill their personal motives. If they get money, that's all. They're not looking for the change. We see how comes that these candidates are elected? It's from us, right? We public were choosing them, we're voting for them, and then later after we vote them, after they get their seats, we say like, oh, the government. But then instead of blaming the government, I think you should also retrospect on what you did, like your actions. Because of your actions only, like we have come this far. And then this is how we're corrupted right now. So instead of, like just looking at yourself and then, like wanting to fulfill your personal motives, look for the change in the society, and then we are the youth right now, like we are responsible for bringing that change, instead of just going around and then like gossiping and blaming the government. Oh, the government is corrupted. No, brothers and sisters, we public are corrupted, and this is why these problems have started because of the public only. Like all these corruptions has started. So I would say instead this upcoming election, my humble request to our dear brothers and sisters, please look for a broader perspective, and if you really want the change, if you're really talking about the development, changes, perspectives, vote for for that candidate, who's actually going to bring a change instead of being driven by money.
Even I have found from lots of sources that Nagaland is run by parallel government. Lots of illegal taxation prevails here.
Actually, yes. Illegal taxes, it's on high demand, I guess. Like we
Illegal taxation.
yeah, illegal taxations, right? Do you agree on this or not? Right? Yeah. So if we look at the insides, the thing is, people are just ignorant of it. Or else if we actually look into the deeper insides, like illegal taxations are on high right now, especially when it comes to the shopkeepers, the business people, doing jobs in the roadside, they know. They have the answer to this, to be honest. They are the ones who are actually struggling with it. And then illegal taxation has become a trend for our Naga society.
What is your take on illegal taxation?
Yes. There is a lot of illegal tax in Nagaland, and I've seen it with my own eyes.
Do you think this election will really bring solution to the Naga people?
Okay, ma'am, it's a very controversial topic according to me, but to be honest, it is not going to happen anytime soon. This is going to be just a manifesto, because until and unless Nagas are united, Nagas are on the one page, on the front page, and everyone is, we have to be a single entity in order to get that solution. Because without unity, I don't think we don't see it's coming near in the future.
Exactly, like my friend said, I'm not really seeing the changes that that's gonna occur now right after the election, because it all comes down to the public voting, the oneness in the public, and then the cooperation and the unity being shared between the public, and then coming to a conclusion where they actually really want the change. You be the change by voting the right candidate. And then right now we can see our many young upcoming leaders has also candidates has come up. So we're really hoping the first time voters, actually it all comes down to the first time voters who would actually come as one, and then being smart, and then bringing the change by voting the right candidate. The youths always complaining and bringing up the topic of unemployment, right? So the change that I'm really looking forward is the mindset change of our public and the youth.
Hope that this election will bring change to the Nagaland, as Nagaland is mostly a musical state. Let's end this show with the music.
Sometimes I lay under the moon, I thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day.